Hi girls, well this is my first video in English. I usually do videos in Portuguese since I have a beauty blog called Galosha Roxas, which in Portuguese means purple rain boots. But since today I'll be reviewing the Sigma makeup brushes, I decided to do this video in English. Since Sigma makeup, even though it has a Brazilian background, it is an American brand. And I got the Sigma Makeup Essential Kit Face and Eyes, which costs $49 at Sigma Makeup. You can buy them online. And these are the brushes that come with the kit. You get 3 face brushes, a powder brush similar to MAC 150, a stippler brush, which is similar to MAC 187, and a kabuki brush, which is similar to the 182. Also, you get 3 eye brushes. The crease brush, which is similar to MAC 224, the pencil brush, which is similar to the MAC 219, and a basic shadow brush, which is similar to the MAC 239. Overall, I really like these brushes. They didn't really shed a lot when I washed them. The only problem I actually had that kind of bothered me was that when I washed them, actually this only happened to the buffer brush and the powder brush, was that a lot of the dye came out. So I had black water coming out even after 5 washes, but they didn't shed as much as the Coastal Scents ones. I don't have any face brushes from MAC to compare them to, but overall I thought they were pretty good compared to my Coastal Scents one. So I decided to show, I don't know if there's a lot of other videos that compare these two, but I'll just compare them to what I have. So this is the stippler brush from Sigma, and this is the stippler brush from Coastal Scents. And Corin, he compared the Sigma one to the MAC one, but since I don't have the MAC one, I'll be comparing it to Coastal Scents. So one thing that he mentioned, and that I also noticed, that even compared to the Coastal Scents one, the white fibers in the Sigma one, they're a lot less dense in the Sigma one than in the Coastal Scents one. So that's not really, I guess it could be called a negative point, but Simone said she was already changing that in a new model, and she was making them with more white fibers. So I guess we'll be looking forward to that. Oh, one good thing. I really had problems with the Coastal Scents one. A lot of dye came out, and even after like 2 months using it and washing it, it still had this pretty funky smell. I had a big problem with it. I was almost giving up, but since here in Brazil we don't have similar brushes sold nationally, and we'd have to get them overseas, I decided to keep it anyway. And so finally now I got the Sigma one, and I didn't have that problem. The first wash, it didn't smell. The dye came out just fine. It didn't have any dye left over on the white fiber, so I thought that was pretty good. And just to compare, I have the Sigma dome-shaped brush, which is similar to MAC 224. So just to compare them side by side, as you can see, the Sigma one is a little bit smaller than the MAC one, and it is also a little bit shorter, so this is probably better for smaller eyes. I've known people that after trying the MAC one, they thought it was too big and actually decided to acquire the Coastal Scents one. And so I have that here to compare. So if you put all 3 side by side, you can see that the Coastal Scents one is the smallest one. So I guess now we have 3 brands and 3 options of sizes. small Coastal Scents, medium Sigma Makeup, and large MAC. This is for the crease brushes similar to the 224. Another brush which is similar is the MAC 219 to the Sigma 219. Simone mentioned that on purpose, she didn't make them equal because her idea was to make it a little bit chubbier, so it didn't have such a, how would you say it, a defined line when you put it on. It's better for smudging. So, just to compare. And last but not least, this is the similar to the 239, and the only other brush I have similar to compare it to is this Essence of Beauty eyeshadow brush. It's just about the same, a little bit smaller. The hairs are a little bit more firm, I guess maybe because they're shorter, but overall it's the same shape. And it's a pretty good brush. The eye brushes, if you buy them separately, they go for $9 each, these. And the face brushes are $16 if you buy them separately. And something else that I got was the Sigma brush roll. So, I don't know if you can see it on the video, but it's made of this synthetic material that looks like leather, and it has this magnetic clasp to close. It has room for 15 brushes. I only have another one that's Brazilian and it's custom made, and it's a bit larger. Let me just show it. Compare. This is one for 20 brushes, and it rolls up kind of like a clutch. So the only problem I had was that I had some brushes that I thought they got kind of smushed with this, maybe because the material is softer than this one. This separately costs $20. The only thing I probably wouldn't buy would be the brush roll unless it came with the kit. Okay, so I guess that's it. You can buy these brushes at Sigma Makeup, www.sigmamakeup.com, and hopefully I'll do a couple more videos in English to practice. So, bye.